My name is Jeffrey Ross, you can call me Jeff. I'm the director and founder of the Running Plan, which is a running coaching business. We're based in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about the EXOGEN Wearable resistance calf sleeves. But first of all, just to introduce myself a little bit. I'm originally from Scotland. As I said, I'm a running coach here in Malaysia. We have a business which trains approximately 250 runners every week. That's from amateur level up to elite national level runners. I'm using it for my own training. I'm still a competitive runner here nationally, and I'm immensely happy with the results it's giving me, and I'd like to share some things that I've learned. So this is what you get. This is the gear, or this is a part of the gear. This is the weight element. So it comes nicely packaged, and it's kind of like a torturer's belt. You've got these nasty looking things in here, but don't worry, they're going to help you. So these are all the weights that you get, and you can see there's different sizes and therefore different weights. So the big ones here are 200 grams, sorry. These medium ones are 100 grams, and the really small ones 50 grams. So there's the Velcro weights and the stick-on, which I'm going to show you in a second. So the calf sleeves themselves, relatively obvious how they look. A couple of tips for you. The main thing I've learned is to wear socks when you're putting them on. If you're a little bit sweaty, or if you've got hairy legs like me, it's much easier to get it on with a sock. You've got a label inside which tells you left and right. It took me a few weeks to figure that out. You need to make sure the seam is at the back. Okay? So you undo the Velcro bits and you just put it on like you would a pair of shorts, a pair of long socks, compression socks. Very, very important, you get it right up to the top. So it's just below the knee but not quite on the knee. Okay, you want to tighten very carefully and very tightly the Velcro, top and the bottom. So you'll see it's well above my ankle and it's right up to my knee. I'll just put the other one on as well. Yeah. So that effectively is a pair of compression calf sleeves. The material is very well designed. It's really been designed well, and especially in hot countries, it's surprisingly lightweight and it really gets rid of the moisture. I don't know how it works, but it does. Okay, so you've got these guys on. So today I'm going to show you, I've got 4 of the 100 grams, so 2 for each leg. And placement is important. So obviously your leg has a front and a back. We've got the shin side and you've got the calf side. And depending on where you position your weights will do slightly different things for your running and for your running training. So anterior placement would be putting it on the front side on your shin like that. So I'm just going to show you that. And then posterior would be on the rear, which is your calf. Okay, so what we've done there is we've added 200 grams per leg. You hardly really notice it. 200 grams is not much, and that's the whole idea of this product and this concept. It's wearable resistance. You don't really notice it too much, but it's there, it's working. Okay, you've also got options to load internal or external. Not so important on the calf sleeve. And very important is which part of the leg. So either proximal, which is at the top, or distal, which is at the bottom. Okay. Let's say, for example, you decide to put 2 at the top. So the weight is obviously higher, that's where the weight is, on the fat part of the weight. That is going to be a lighter way of loading than putting on the bottom. You can feel a slight difference, there's a heavier weight to the bottom of the leg. Okay, so that's all your different options. But what you need to do when you first try the product, you just want to really have 2 weights per leg with the calf sleeve, so exactly like I've done, and just play around with it. So make sure you're evenly distributing and just see see what happens. So that's one on the front, one on the back with the weight at the top. Go for a short run, just 500 meters, see how it feels. Do some drills, see how it feels, then play around with it. Okay, in relation to running training specifically, it is very important that you're aware of where we're placing it and what impact that has. Super, super important. So, there's really only two variations. When we're working on the front, like so, that's when we are using core, hips, and quads. That is going to help you with your stride. You can feel the weight, particularly if the weight's on the bottom and you start running, you really feel that your stride's lengthening because the weight is kind of taking your leg forward and through. So, front loading is going to help on stride training, and then on the back side, on the calf, that's working all the muscles on the rear. So you've got lower back, obviously the calves, you've got your glutes and you've got your hammies. And when we run, very often we don't use our glutes too much and sometimes don't use our hamstrings too much. So that's a good way of ensuring we're really using the right muscles for running. So two different results. But of course, you can have both, and I would encourage this, and I'll talk about this in a second, so that your front and back are both loaded, and therefore it's going to work on both of those aspects. I'm going to give you a 6-week program, very, very simple, but just to get you started with it. If you're completely new or beginner to running, then you maybe need to pay a bit more attention to this. For those that are experienced, it really is common sense, but it's important in the beginning that you get the basics right before you take it from there. Okay, so I think the most important point to stress is that you should not change anything in your running training, okay? So this is a supplementary tool, but you keep everything the same. You keep your training mileage the same, you keep your training intensity the same, you keep your training paces the same. Okay, so for weeks 1 and 2, you're going to go light, you're going to go simple, and you want the same weight obviously on each leg. So I'm just going to put 100 grams on the back and a little 50 on the front. It can be the other way around, doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're really not feeling that, but it is there. Okay, that's my first 2 weeks. Weeks 3 to 4, just going to increase that. 100 on the front. I'll probably add the 50 as well, so you can just put that where you want it, doesn't matter too much. You can also put them upside down like that for the short ones, doesn't matter at all. Okay, so you've increased the weight. Next 2 weeks you're going to continue your training on that basis, and then of course weeks 5 to 6 you do the same. You can just put a bit more on. So this time I'm just going to put 200 on the back instead of 100. So I can definitely feel that. And when I'm running, I'm going to feel that, and after 10 minutes, I'm really going to feel it, and it's working, and that's what's going to happen. As always, listen to your body, okay? If you think something's not quite right, if you think it's pulling you somewhere else, stop, back off, take the weight off. Number one priority in any training is to avoid injury. We all know that. We do not want to be getting injured. But this product will not get you injured, I guarantee you that. But just be sensible, just listen to your body. Okay, thank you very much.